How's it going, everybody? It's Jason Oxen, the owner of 208 Discs in Boise, Idaho. We're out here in beautiful Sandy Point State Park this morning, one of our premier disc golf courses in the area, and I'm going to be providing you with a review comparison video on two great products. Before we get going on that, I just want to talk about a few things that are important to me. 208 Discs, obviously. We had a great season this year. Teamed up with Dynamic Discs, went out, did the Dynamic 208 Tour. Consisted of 8 flagship tournaments in our area. We provided some great sponsorship to tournament directors. We were able to handle their payouts through a voucher program, did some on-site vending, held test flights and clinics. It was just a good time, and we plan on doing a lot more of that next season. If you're a tournament director and you'd like to have us come out to your event, please feel free to hit us up at 208disc.com or on Facebook. We're more than happy to come out. We can help you with your payouts, offer some great sponsorship for your event, and just help add to the whole overall look of your event. Idaho disc golf in general has been awesome. In Boise in particular, there's been an explosion in disc golf growth. We'd like to offer an invite to you to come out to Idaho and check out what we have to offer as far as courses and events. If you have any questions whatsoever about what we have going on here, please hit up 208disc.com. I have a complete list of courses there, all the courses in Idaho, with a usable PDGA link and a Google map to get you there. If you're in the Boise area, you can stop by the shop. I can provide you with pencils, scorecards, and maps for every course. So stop on by or hit me up if you have any questions or you're making way to the state of Idaho. We'd love to get you all set up. Women's disc golf, big supporter. 208 Disc, been doing it for 3 years now. Have big plans to do so in the future. If you have any questions whatsoever on how to support women's disc golf, please feel free to hit me up. I've been doing a lot of networking this last season, and I can send you in the right direction, whether it's your local women's league or just women's disc golf in general. We need to pay some attention to this, guys. If there's anything I can do to help out with that, let me know. If you have a local women's league that's in need of some assistance, feel free to hit me up as well. Not only locally, but I have a number of other women's leagues that I support, and I'm happy to do so. Aside from that, I hope you enjoy the video, you guys. I'm just going to do a little review comparison of these two carts. I have the Zuca all-terrain cart here, as well as the Delta Cart 10. I'm just going to try to give you a personal review and just a little bit of a comparison. These are both great carts. They appeal to different people. They have some great options between the two of them. So I'm just going to give you, to the best of my ability, guys, I'm just going to lay it down for you and let you know what each one has to offer, and I hope that you enjoy. So here we go. All right, we're going to get going this morning on the Zuca all-terrain cart. Before we get started, I'm just going to let you know that as far as dimension and specifications and whatnot of each cart, this information is already available online, whether it be their Facebook pages or on their websites. So I'm not going to waste a lot of time with that. That's something you're going to want to look into as you make your decision on which cart to go with. But I'm just going to go ahead and give you a review comparison to the best of my ability. I'm going to go over the features and give you an up close of how everything works. At the end, I'll compare the two a little bit and kind of let you know what I like about one or the other when it comes to each component. But we're going to get started on this one. So this is the Zuca all-terrain cart. Base price on this has just been lowered. Now what happened here with the Zuca all-terrain is that they've actually ramped up production, which led to a lower price point. So this unit is actually going to be available for $295 now. That's going to be the quick release version of the Zuca all-terrain cart, and that's going to include your frame, your bag, quick release handle, the pole, of course, and this accessories pouch. Okay, we'll get into the options and all that stuff later, but $295 on this unit, which is a great price point. I'm digging that. So start at the top and work our way down. I'm going to start out with the aluminum handle. Pretty nice, wide, lightweight handle. I like it a lot because you can push it or pull it, and it's comfortable in both fashions. Nice handle. Right below that, we have a little spot, and this paracord clip here actually comes with the device. So what happens here is you can attach your towel, and there's a quick clip. So if you want to use your towel when you're going out to your disc or just to dry your hands or whatnot, and then get it back out of the way, all you got to do is stick it back up on that clip. So I thought that was a pretty good addition. Adjustable handle again. It's pretty quick to do. All you have to do is push this pin in and loosen it. You can raise or lower the handle to your height. So that was nice. Comes with this accessories pouch. I'm a big fan of this pouch. The reason why is because you have the main storage in the cart, but you always have that stuff that you want to get to real quickly during your round. Maybe you got your mini in there, some snacks, scorecards, pencils, and whatnot. And besides the main storage, it's nice to just have this quick storage right here to get to. I've got some sunflower seeds, my mini in there. I put my cell phone in here. Right now I got my glasses. I have a clipboard on one side. So it's a really nice pouch to have that you can get to during your round, and you don't have to dig into anything. To go over the seat real quick, the unit does not come with this seat cushion. This is an accessory, but they're pretty cheap. I highly recommend it. You can totally sit down on this aluminum plate right here, and it's comfortable, but for a small price you can add the seat cushion, so I went with that. It's available in a number of different colors. We'll go over that as well. In the middle of the seat, they actually put the handle right there, and at first I was kind of wondering if it was going to be uncomfortable or not, but you don't even really notice that it's there, and it serves a great purpose. I'm a big fan of this handle. So if you're at the course and you have to pop up a curb or maybe over a log or something like that, all you have to do is keep your hand on the main handle and lift up on the seat handle, go over your obstacle and set it right back down. It actually comes in handy quite a bit. We only, at our flagship course, Ann Morrison, we just have a number of curbs and whatnot that you have to negotiate, but it's just real quick and easy to roll up, pop it up onto the curb, and keep going. Also, when you're loading it in and out of your car, I'm loading it in the 208 van all the time, so same type of deal. It's really quick and easy because I can just lift it up and throw it up in the van. So a big fan of the handle being right there. I thought that was a nice touch. Let's see. We will go around, turn this bad boy around, and I'll get to the drink holders. So on the Zuca all-terrain cart, you actually have two drink holders that build right into the frame. This is something you have to do upon assembly, but it took just about a minute. It's just 2 screws each holder. And the cool thing about these is they're actually adjustable. So there's a little spin dial down here, and you can tighten it up or loosen it up based on the size of the drink that you have. So you can have anything from like a small water bottle or a can of soda all the way up to a hydro flask. I got a Gatorade here with me just to kind of show you. And I have this extended almost all the way out, but the Gatorade fits in there nice and snug. It's not really going to fall out. I have a 40-ounce hydro flask here. Again, this is the largest hydro flask. It's a 40-ouncer, and it actually fits right in there and doesn't really wiggle around or anything. So that's the largest hydro flask, and it fits right in. If you had a smaller one, you could just tighten that knob up and it would hold it just as snugly. So that's pretty cool. I actually like that it's built right into the frame. It's out of the way. I like that there's 2 of them. I'm a big fan of having drinks on the course, especially in the heat of the summer. At our course, Ann Morrison, you get all the way on the other side of the course. You're nowhere near your car or a water fountain or anything. So it's pretty cool to not have to waste any of the main storage and still have your drinks available right there on the back. All right, move around to the side here, and we have a little side storage pouch. Now, you can't really put a whole heck of a lot in there, but there is something there. This is a scorecard. It's going all the way down to the bottom. I actually keep my scorecard right here in this one. It's nice and convenient for when you sit down after your hole to take your scores. If you open up this side pouch here, that's where your pencil holder is. So, like during a round, after you finish the hole and get to the next tee pad, I've just been sitting down, and then I can grab my pencil right here, grab the scorecard out, take my scores, and then put everything right back away, and don't even have to get up. I get that extra sitting time. Pretty nice. Open this side up, and at first I was like, the panel's in here, and it didn't really look like it served much of a purpose other than the pencil holder. But what it actually is an access point to some bigger storage back behind the disc racks. So I've actually got a windbreaker in there right now. It doesn't even bother the disc from the back. I mean, you can just stuff all kinds of stuff in here. I've got the rain fly in there, which is nice. It's not the biggest hole to get your hand in and out of there, but I mean, as far as bringing a sweater or something with you, it's a great storage area that you can utilize for stuff like that. Zip that back up, turn it around to the other side. On this side, you have some more storage. So there's a main pocket up here in the top. Not super deep, probably about 5-6 inches, but again, a spot to put a few things. I have a disc retriever in there right now, in case you need to use that. On the side is an elastic putter pouch. It's actually a triple putter pouch. I keep 2 in there, but you could totally keep 3 in there and it wouldn't be that snug. So it's nice to have your putters right on the side there. I'm a big fan of a side putter pouch. You don't have to get it in and out of your main storage to get to them. So they're nice and quick and easy right there with the putters. I'm going to turn it around to the main disc storage here. All right, so this is a zip up, roll up door here. So you zip this up. And then what you can do here is you can actually roll up this cover. And inside there's a little netted pouch in the top. And you can just tuck that right up in there. Gets it up out of the way. As far as capacity goes, right now I have 14 in the top and 14 discs in the bottom. Mixture of mids and drivers, so got a little bit of different width in there. But 14 up top, 14 in the bottom, with still some extra room there. I could squeeze at least another disc in the bottom as well as in the top. Sidewalls are nice and firm in here. Inside of this unit here is a disc rack. This actually comes with the unit now at the $295 price point. Before it was an accessory. You pretty much want to buy this rack for sure. Otherwise you just have a giant hollow spot inside of your Zuca all-terrain cart. To really utilize the disc capacity and the storage and whatnot, you're going to want to have this rack, and now it comes with a unit, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. There actually is a divider in the top part. So maybe you don't roll with this many discs, or maybe you want to have a little bit of storage even inside on the top rack. You could slide this divider over and it'll hold the disc firmly to the side, and then you have a little bit of extra room if you want, or maybe you're one of those people that like to separate your mids and your drivers or whatever. You can do that in a uniform fashion. So I thought that was a nice touch. As far as the disc like falling out, I have not had it happen yet. I've been pretty impressed with that. I mean, I'm leaning it forward, jiggling it, everything. Nothing's falling out. The fabric on the bottom, it's got a nice little puffy pouch right down here in the bottom. So it's not anything that's going to get broken in. It's nice and firm, holds the disc there, gives it a little bit of a lip. And the same on the top. It's a little bit elevated on the side pole here, so it's catching, and nothing's really fallen out on me. I mean, if you tip the whole thing over, you might have a couple come out, but it's not a yard sale. Pretty impressed with that. Little bit of disc rattle out on the course when rolling, but it's to be somewhat expected. I'm not going to be too particular about that myself. Again, if you want to, that could be easily fixed by sticking a towel in there, or coming up with another divider of some sort. I've already seen that being done. So a lot of the small little critical things I might say about either cart are totally fixable. So I like that. Let's get to the Rainfly real quick. So the Rainfly is an option. Comes in this pouch right here. I really like the way that they did this. So it's got an elastic all the way around it. Basically what you do is you put it up on the top, over the top of the bag, and then you bring the Rainfly down. Now it actually has a carabiner here, and if you want, you can hook it to the middle hole in the cart. That's kind of a nice touch. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that. But that's stuck on there, and then what happens is down in the corner, it actually has magnetic snaps. So those go down and snap right in, and your entire bag is covered, which is pretty nice. You probably could get by without even using this carabiner and just use the magnetic snaps. That way if you want to get all up in here and grab your discs out or whatever, you can. That one is actually even holding while you get into this one, so that's nice. Some of the Rainflies you see these days cover the entire bag or whatnot, and then you can't even get in and get to your disc without having to completely undo it. So I thought that this was a nice Rainfly. Covers the entire thing. And again, you can store that up in the side pocket there. All right, we're going to turn it around here for just a second. Talk about the quick release axle. So again, this is something that you'll have to assemble, but all you have to do is pull this pin, spin this dial right here, pull the wheel off, slide the axle out the other side, pull the other wheel off, and lower the pole down, and you can throw this bad boy right in your trunk. It'll only take a second. So it was a real quick assembly, no tools necessary. Really nice. This is a look at the back right here. Again, the cup holders went into these existing screws right here. I like that there's some extra ones. You could add a few options right there if you wanted to and screw them right into that without affecting your warranty or anything. So this is the Zuca all-terrain cart. Pretty much covered all the features. Again, seat cushion is optional. Everything else that you see is going to come with the unit now at the price. Big fan of the cart. I like the seat for sure. It's a little bit higher. The handle on the seat's really nice. The towel clip in the quick pouch right here is a great touch. I mean, it's nice to be able to get to all that stuff. I've got my towel, my mini, my snacks, my phone, my clipboard, my scorecard, my pencils, all just like in seconds to get to, as well as all of my discs and my quick putter pouch over on the side. So that's the Zuca cart. All right, we're gonna get going on the Delta Cart 10. Great cart. Start at the top again and work our way down. It's got a nice rubberized handle right here. Feels really good in the hand, a little bit smaller than on the Zuca all-terrain. A little bit more curvature to it as well. You can push this cart or pull this cart pretty comfortably. Right up at the top of the pole, it actually has a little hole that goes through there, and you can fasten your towel to it. So that's kind of nice to be able to have your towel real close. This is actually an add-on accessory available from Delta, but it's an umbrella holder, which I thought was pretty cool. Spin the dial, do a little half click to lock it into place, and then you can take your umbrella, stick it right in the top there, tighten up this screw, and you have your umbrella open up above the cart, which is really nice. In the event that you're not using your umbrella but you want to keep it close by, just do another half click on there, lock it into place, slide your handle up in there, tighten it in, and then on the back of the frame there's actually a little hole back here that you can stick the umbrella in. So it keeps it up out of the way against the frame but still keeps it close by in case it starts sprinkling again. Thought that was a nice feature. Another accessory that you can add on from Delta is the cup holder. Fits a 12-ounce can, small water bottle, and it just clamps right onto the pole. So you can have it here, you can slide it up and down depending on where you like it. And then the just a couple clamps away is adjusting the height of the pole up and down, which is really nice. So depending on how tall you are, you can get it to your comfort level. It works out great. Talk about some of the storage. Now the main frame here is split into two parts, the majority of it being the disc storage, but then there's a wall here, and behind that is spots for a couple storage pouches that actually come with the unit. So I've got one of them right here. If you don't want to use these, you don't have to. It's a nice deep storage area there for you to put some extra drinks or whatever you want, but these come with the unit and they're pretty nice. Has a nice little netted pocket on the side. You can zip this thing open, and I got all kinds of stuff in here. Little netted pockets. We got a pencil holder. I got my keys in there, some mints. I have DD dirt bags, some pretzels. And then inside of here, you have a nice little clip if you want to hang your keys from there, or maybe a bag tag or something. Nice little Velcro pocket down below. A little cell phone pocket up top. And I like how they did this because they put the cell phone thing right up in the top. So what you can do is actually during your round, if you need to get in and out of your phone, you want to take a picture or something, check into a local course, whatever, you don't even have to open up the entire thing. You can just pull this out like halfway, reach in, get your phone, and it's right there. So makes it kind of quick to get to, which is nice. The other one is just a larger storage pouch. It's actually cooler lined. So this one's pretty awesome. It's got a net pocket on the side. Zip this open. Advertises 6 12-ounce cans, which I have that, 2 deep, 3 wide. You don't have to put that in there. You could put some large water bottles or Red Bull or whatever you want in there, and it'll hold it. It's got the cooler line, so it'll keep it cool. And again, if you don't want to use that, it's got a nice deep storage spot right there for you to stick whatever. So storage is good. Talk about the seat for a second. The seat and the storage pouches are a nice material, water resistant, really comfortable. It's got some padding here underneath. So big, nice, wide seat on this unit, really comfortable. A little lower profile than the Zuca all-terrain cart, but little bigger seat in general. The handles for this unit are actually on the sides of the frame. So on the website you can see that they have a video there. It shows you going up and down a staircase. I like the handles. You can lift the whole unit up, walk up a staircase, negotiate a curb, go over a log, whatever you want. Pretty solid. And those are built right into the frame. Really solid. We got fenders on the wheels here. Nice touch. We're going to talk about the lower storage here. So this one isn't removable like the top pockets are. It's stuck to the frame there, but it's a nice large pouch underneath. I've got a windbreaker stuffed in there right now. It's actually even capable of handling something larger than that, hoodie or larger jacket. I also have the Rainfly in here. Rainfly comes with the unit. Kind of a unique setup they got going on that. Zip that up for a minute. So how this Rainfly works is it's just got a couple of clips on the sides, and then on the side frame the receptors are built in right there. So all you got to do is snap this in, bring it across the front, snap it in the other side, and what it does is it covers your disc area. There isn't any holes in the side or anything for water to leak through. Doesn't cover the entire unit, the seat and all that, but again, this is all water resistant anyway. But it's a little thicker. Actually, it's exceptionally thicker. It's not like a nylon. It's a nice thick material here. Looks really good. Got the logo on the front. Covers your discs. So it serves its purpose. I like how it attaches. You have to unclip it, and then you'd have to, get in and get your discs and whatnot, and then snap it back on there. But it's not like it's super inconvenient. So yeah, good Rainfly. We'll go ahead and take that off. Let's talk about the disc storage here. So this is actually a pretty cool little setup. What it has is some Velcro on the sides that are attached to some strips on the frame. Unvelcro those, flip this down, and then you just spin these little Velcro tabs around and attaching it back to the same strip, and it holds it tight against there, so it's not all wobbling around on you. I thought that was a nice touch. Right on the front right here is an elastic putter pouch. So you got your putter quick to get to right there. Don't have to mix it in with the rest of your discs. We've got a mini pocket right here. Some pencil pouches. A little Velcro pouch here. Keep the scorecards in if you want. Found that all to be nice and convenient. Everything you need right there. And then inside the main disc storage, this does come with some dividers. There's 2 dividers in here. And there's Velcro strips all the way along. So you can adjust that however you like it if you want to separate your mids from your drivers or whatever. Right now I've got 21 discs in here. There's actually a little bit more room than that. If you took the dividers out, you could squeeze 2 more in. I could squeeze at least 1 more in anyway. So as far as capacity goes, I don't like to have everything too tight. These are really quick and easy to get in and out of all the way around. So I think 21 works out really well. Plus you got your putter up front, so 22. And then, if you really need more discs than that, there's things that you can make happen. You could pull a pouch out and stick some extra backups up in there or whatever, but 21's a good capacity here. Still keeping things very manageable. Not a lot of disc rattle on this one. Keeps things pretty tight. Again, you can adjust these dividers and pull things even tighter if you got anything rattling around that's bothering you. It's a quick fix. Not anything to get too worried about. So we're going to go ahead and close that up. Turn this unit around here. Now, upon assembly, when this shows up, it's literally ready to go for the most part. You put the pole together and that's it. Everything shows up in the box, the frame and the tires and everything are already connected. So that's really nice. You got that hole back there so you can run your umbrella down. You have this nice anodized pole here so that you can attach any kind of clamped goods there to the back, phone holder and whatnot. So that's the Delta Cart 10, and here in just a minute we're going to talk about the two and kind of compare them a little bit. I'll tell you what I like and don't like about each, but I've gone over all the features of this one. All right, here's where things get real. So I've gone over both carts, kind of reviewed the features and whatnot, shown what both have to offer. Now I'm just going to give my personal opinion. Now this may vary from your personal opinion. I'm new to carts myself. I haven't used any carts before getting these two. Been a big bag guy. I'm still using my Latitude luxury bag all the time. Keep in mind that carts are for certain terrain. Every individual's different. Everybody likes something different. Regardless of what I say that I like better about each cart, I'm a big fan of both of these products. Okay, they're both money. Love them. I think that they both have different things to offer to different people. And each of you, it's going to appeal to you a little bit differently. So I'm just going to give my personal opinion on them, tell you what I like here and there, and you can judge for yourself which one you'd like to go with. So again, I'm just going to start at the top and work my way down. I'm not really a big stickler on features like some people might be. The price points on both of these, in my opinion, are very affordable for how long they're going to last you. And I think that both of them have everything that you would need to get through a round. I've used both of them now. I'm very happy with both. I still can't decide which one I like better at this point. I need a little bit more time with them. But like I said, they appeal to different people, so judge for yourself. Start at the top with the handles. And these are the ones that come with the units. This one's an aluminum handle, a little bit wider, a little bit longer. I actually prefer this handle a little bit better than the one on the Delta. And the only reason why is because whether pushing or pulling, it's really comfortable in the hand. It's not torquing the wrist a whole lot. I'm sure that both of the companies did their handles for a reason, and I can respect that. Just my personal opinion, I actually like the handle better on this one. I'm not a big fan of the sparkly aluminum, but as many things as I don't like about either of these, all of them are completely fixable or modifiable without affecting the warranty, especially in the handle. So yeah, I like the big wide handle on this one. This one's got a little more rubber to it and is a little softer feel in the hand. It's just the curvature of it. I actually liked it for pushing probably a little bit better than this one. But when I'm pulling this one, I just find that it's kind of like bending my wrist a little bit. And I'm a little skeptical about injuring my wrist during a round by hitting a pothole and kind of jarring it or anything. So, I mean, it is comfortable, but for me to be super critical about it, I like this handle just a little bit better right off the bat. But again, totally can change the handle out. Most people will. Everybody's different. Both of them offer the nice feature right up by the handle for the towel. The hole going through here, I kind of like that because you can actually attach pretty much anything that you want to it. You could with the little paracord clip too, but keeps your towels right here close to you. I like the little snap feature here where you can pull that off and roll around with your towel and then come back and stick it back on there. Some people will really like that. I thought it was a nice touch. So, I mean, I'm pretty much even on those. I like the little paracord snap thing here ability, but yeah, it's nice to have the towels right next to you. The poles are both money. I mean, they're both adjustable, look really nice. I've always been a fan of the black myself, but there's nothing wrong with this nice chrome pole here too. So both are just as quick and easy to be adjusted. So, you know, it's pretty much a draw there as far as I'm concerned. I like the little quick release clamps and stuff that they've done on both sides. This one had a nice touch because you can push in the button and without loosening or tightening it to kind of move this handle wherever you want it. So that was thought of. Umbrella holder is available on this as an accessory. I thought that was a nice touch. One of the problems that I had with this one, and not everybody will have this, is that I use the Dynamic Disc and Latitude Windbuster umbrellas that actually have a little bit of a contoured handle to it. And so when you stick it in here, It's not wanting to snug tight up against the umbrella. It kind of wobbles a little bit. It's not really holding it super tight in there. If you have a different umbrella or one with a larger handle, which most do, you're not going to have that problem. It's going to be nice and tight in there. Worst case, if I wanted to, I could wrap a little towel around the handle and tighten it that way. So, I mean, it was never really designed to be like rolling around between holes with the umbrella, like staying nice and firm. That's a lot to ask. But in between holes and whatnot, if it's raining, you can totally pop that open and it's going to hold it nice and tight for you. Plus, I thought it was a nice addition to be able to spin that down and hold the umbrella to your cart. The Zuca All-Terrain doesn't have anything at this time as far as built in to handle that. But again, you know, there's clips and clamps and all kinds of stuff that you could pick up and keep your umbrella close by. There's spots that you could even jam it down in here and carry it along with you. So it's not super inconvenient, but this was a nice little accessory to add on, and it clamps anywhere on the pole that you want it to. This is the one of the two that comes with the accessory of a drink holder. The Zuca All-Terrain doesn't really need it because it has them on the back here. And again, you can always add a bigger drink holder or multiple drink holders or whatever you want. That's the luxury of having the pole. So sky's the limit on the drinks and stuff, really. I mean, plus they've made up for it with the cooler section down here. I got the two giant drink holders over here, and plus you have the quick pouch. I mean, you can stuff a 40-ounce Hydro Flask up in there even. So sky's the limit on fluids on both of them for the most part. I like the way that the Zuca All-Terrain has it set up, just because I don't have to get into a pouch or anything. I roll with Hydro Flask anyways, so my drinks are always cold. I don't necessarily utilize the cooler like some people would. So again, to each its own as far as the drinks and stuff go, but both carts are fully capable of taking care of your drink solutions. So, I mean, I kind of like the all-terrain setup just because for me it works better having the drink holders right there. I've heard stories of people that play in like rougher terrain that has bushes and weeds and whatnot that actually will catch up on the drink holders and snag or whatever. I don't have that problem around here, so that's not something that I would think about, but maybe that's something for you to think about where you play. You know, the rougher the terrain, the more you got to think about the small details like that. So maybe you're somebody who just wants to have a drink handy and then have some more in your cooler, or maybe you're somebody who likes to have the big dogs right at your side right there. So I like the drink setups on both. The pouch right here, storage pouch. This one comes with the all-terrain cart. I'm a big fan of this. I really like that right off the bat. I like having main storage for stuff that you put away, and then having somewhere where you can just do quick grabs. I mean, everything that I needed for the round the whole time that I've used this has been right here in the form of drink holders, putters, and everything else that I would need. So I score large on that little pouch. I mean, again, you can go anywhere and pick up a little pouch with a Velcro on it and strap it to a pole on either unit. I mean, I could buy this and put it on this, or you could, you know, go to a third party and pick up an accessory pouch or whatever you want and strap it to the pole and be good to go. I'm kind of covering what came with the carts, but you know, the sky's the limit on what you want to add on, and none of that affects the warranty or anything. So I like the pouch there. I also like the storage organizer here. I mean, I've got my snacks and everything in there. When you get in between holes and you sit down and you want to get to all your stuff, you just sit down and pull that pouch out and get to all your stuff. I mean, it's both super convenient. It's just to each his own. So the storage is here nice, and this little quick pouch is nice. Like them both. Let's talk about the seats for a second. So I'm going to talk seat handle combo here actually. We covered the handle right in the middle of the seat on the Zuca All-Terrain. I love it. I'm a big fan of that. I load this thing in and out of my van all the time. I don't necessarily have to go over obstacles like logs and whatnot, but if you did, it's so super convenient to just lift this whole thing up by the seat right there. This one, at first it was, you know, I see on the video that they have posted, they're kind of approaching it from the front, grabbing it like this, walking up a staircase or over a log and whatnot, and you know, it's not bad. The handles are really solid attached to the frame. If you kind of try to come at it from the back, it's a little awkward because you got this hooked handle here and everything like that. So coming from the front probably is what you'd want to do. I just envision that same scenario at my course where I'm popping down off a curb and then I need to come up that next curb. yeah, you could probably manhandle it and roll it up on there, but then we're talking back here about the jarring of your wrist. I mean, do you always want to push the thing with your non-throwing hand, or do you want to like not even really have to think about it and just be able to negotiate the course without giving it too much thought? That's something to consider. So, I mean, if you pop down off a curb, roll across the parking lot, and have to get back up on the next curb, you kind of got to do this whole number and do that. And I mean, everybody does their stuff differently, but that's probably how I would do it. And just doesn't seem quite as quick and convenient as it did with the ridge roller, where I'm just like, boom, and I'm gone. So there's something to think about. The seat itself, I mean, so as you can see, the Delta is considerably lower profile than the Zuca All-Terrain. This one, little smaller seat to work with. Sitting down on it, it is very comfortable. I'm up against the pole in the back. It's plenty to sit on in between holes. It's comfy with the cushion added on. So I'm a big fan of that. This one to me has the more comfortable seat. It's a bigger surface area. It's wider, longer, a little bit lower, so taller people might want to consider that. I'm 6'1", not too crouched down, squatted down. I could see sitting on this one for like the whole day. I mean, awards or raffles or after plays done and all that. Like, I mean, this is just a very comfortable seat. It's better than a tripod stool. It's better than a picnic bench. I mean, this is something that I would just sit on for days. So I like the padding on it. It's nice and flat. You know, big fan of this seat. This one is great as well. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's smaller. It's a smaller surface on the top of the cart. It's very comfortable to me. I mean, I'm not squatted down. My knees are nice and comfortable. Posture's good. And it's definitely a good enough sitting area. So to each his own on that one. Lower and wider, or you know, a little more narrow and taller. So I mean, it's really the after play thing you're thinking about. None of us are sitting at a hole for too ridiculously long during a tournament. I mean, it's just procedure. We're all kind of used to it, but this is definitely comfortable enough for me to maintain between holes, no problem. So there's something to consider. As far as the disc storage goes, I'm torn. I like the roll-up door. So, you know, you get that thing up out of the way and you can get into your discs. My only problem, I guess, if I even had one, was it's just a little bit more difficult to get in and out from the front. I'm bending down. It seems like a little bit more reaching in, grabbing my disc. Like I said, I have a number of pink mids, and I like to be able to, I can tell which one is which from the profile, but with this one, there's been times where I'll reach in and I'll grab one and it's not the right one, and I'll stick it back in and grab another. It's not a huge deal. I like the double rack system. I put my backups and stuff that I use just a few times around, utility discs and stuff, in the top, and then put all my go-tos and everything in the bottom. I like it. I mean, it doesn't rattle around a bunch. It's got that divider in there. You can snug tight. Yeah. On this one, I'm a big fan of the flip down door. I like how solid it is. You flip this thing open, strap that baby down, it's locked into place. Just looks money from the front. You got your putter and your mini and everything, and like, I don't know, it just takes me back to when I had a, you know, old school disc golf bag where I look down from the top and it's just, everything's right there. I could name off every disc. I'm gonna pull every one the right way every time, and yeah, nice and snug in there. The dividers are nice. They're not going to tip or fall out because of this main frame here. And then you zip that thing down. I guess if anything, if I wanted to be critical, I would just say, you know, that you have to open it up. I mean, to get to your disc or to get to your putter. If you want to sit down on it, you're sitting down, and then I suppose when it's your turn, you stand up and you flip it up and you grab your putter and you go. So other than the fact that you have to open and shut it, I like it. I like the top load. So, to each his own on that. No fenders on the ridge roller, but that hasn't been a problem for me whatsoever. Fenders on this bad boy. Both about the same dry weight. Storage capacity is just a little bit more on the ridge roller. But, you know, I find the Delta cart tend to carry the most that I need. So 21 discs is a pretty good capacity with the putter pocket. And then, you know, I had upwards of 28 in here with a triple putter pocket on the side. So depending on how many discs you like to carry, there's a little bit of options here between the two. So with all that being said, I haven't decided which cart is my favorite at this point. I thought it was going to be a lot easier to pick one out of the two, but in the end I've realized that both carts are unique and offer a number of great features that appeal to just different people. So, you know, just to talk a little bit about both of these and what they have coming up, there's some actual exciting news coming out from Zuca. Zuca has ramped up production of this cart. It's known as the all-terrain cart now. They're going to be ramping up the manufacturing, and they're also lowering the price point. So whereas this cart cost a little bit more before, now you're going to be able to get this unit for $295, and that's with the fixed release axle and the bag, the accessory pouch. I mean, you're going to be set up for right around $300 plus shipping. So Joe Robinson, who brainchild this cart, great guy. Been talking to him a lot recently, getting a little bit of information, a little bit of history on what's going on with this. He's a very passionate individual about this cart. He's got the Facebook page rolling, and on there almost every single day is people posting pictures of their carts or how they modified it, added pouches and coolers. They're showing off their color combinations. And it's really been exciting to watch because you can just see the passion there. Everybody's having fun with it. It's an exciting new product. He's working on a number of things right now, including a cart that will actually house a bag that you already have that'll be at a lower price point. He's actually working on some saddle bags right now and a separate putter pouch that's a little more accessible. So the storage and the customizable opportunities aren't going to stop with this. Even though Zuca's ramped it up, Joe is still going to be a nice go-between. He's been really responsive, gets back to you right away. I really like that. I like that touch. I like to know that somebody's just a phone call or a Facebook message away and I can find out whatever I want or get some help with my product. So that's been really nice. Zuca is ramping back the color options a little bit at this time. The fact that they're going to be producing a lot more, they've kind of narrowed down the opportunities. So it's going to be like a black, a gray, and an orange setup that'll be available, but you will get the whole combined package for a nice price point. So that's pretty sweet. As far as the Delta cart goes, I'm a big fan of this cart. I've been talking to the owner of Delta Disc Golf as well, and they're actually a disc golf store as well as they're manufacturing these great carts. So it's pretty sweet that you know, both were made by disc golfers with disc golfers in mind, and it's been really nice talking to him. I really enjoy this product. It's made, you know, leaps and bounds from their initial prototypes, and they have some big plans for this as well. One of the most exciting ones was that I just found out that they actually have a vinyl cutter in the factory. So what this is going to mean is here in probably about a month or so, when you order one of these carts, you're actually going to be able to purchase the cart and any accessories, but you're also going to be able to purchase pre-cut, pre-measured vinyl templates for your cart, whether it's the panel or the fenders, and you can customize this. I mean, the sky is the limit on what you're going to be able to do, from colors to patterns, sports teams. I mean, pretty much anything that could be on a picture is going to be able to be on this vinyl. And so I'm really excited about that because I think you could really deck out your cart, make it very unique. The only color option for this right now is black, but they actually did that for a reason, to keep the seat, the storage, and some of the other components a nice neutral color in anticipation of being able to do those vinyl templates later. And so, whereas everybody would have had a black Delta cart before, there's going to be some options here real soon that are really exciting. I mean, I'm stoked on that. When I first saw this, I was already thinking vinyl. I mean, just a way to make it your own, customize it, change the colors up a little bit, add some flair. So that really, you know, kind of got some bonus points with me on the Delta cart, just because you're going to be able to modify it like that. When this was the Ridge Roller, you could actually get a whole bunch of different colors of seat cushions and bags and frames, and everybody had kind of their own taste and their own idea of what they wanted their cart to look like. Now, you can still do that with a Ridge Roller. I mean, you could still vinyl this thing up if you wanted to, or have the frame painted, or do whatever you want to do to customize it. So, and they're still offering some great colors. It's not like you're completely missing out. They're going just to all black or anything like that. So I mean, and again, with the pouches, the seat cushion, your towel, everything else, you can still customize this to your liking, very much so. And the lower price point of $295, I mean, that's $295 right out of the box. So that's tough to beat. I mean, that's just a little bit more than your, you know, high-end disc golf bag, and this thing's going to last forever. So pretty exciting stuff to find out. I'm going to be an authorized retailer for both of these now, so you can hit me up and I can get one of these right to your door, or you can swing by the shop. I'll have them on demo. I know how important it is with these reviews to kind of cover everything, and I hope that my opinion, you know, helps you sway one way or the other, because I try to get everything covered. We're talking, you know, $400 and $300 on these things. I could easily do reviews on discs and accessories and stuff like that, but we've got EMAC and Bobby Brown over there doing great things right now with the discs, Pro versus Am videos, and you know, you can go on YouTube and get product reviews on accessories, and each company usually does an informative video on anything that they have out. But these are big purchases, and I want you to make a sound decision on it. I'm going to be having these in the shop, a nice clean version of each, just so that people can come in and handle them, sit on them, take them outside, pull them around, whatever, because I know that that's important. I mean, stock photos and company-made videos and stuff only do so much. And when it comes to an important decision like this, you just want to feel good about it. And so that's kind of why I do these videos, is to just try to help you out and cover anything that might come up in a round of disc golf from a disc golfer's perspective. I'm pretty unbiased on these. You know, I like both carts. I don't make any more money off one than the other, and I have no, you know, business interest in mind here. It's just an honest review and comparison, and to tell you, you know, I've had a little bit of time with both, and I wanted to let you know what I thought of them. So again, I'm Jason Oxen at 208 Discs. We'd love to see you out in Idaho playing some disc golf. Swing by the shop and see me. Maybe we'll run into you at an event out there. We've got a big season planned for next year, and you know, we're going to be chugging away through the winter even. So with all these new exciting products that come out, please feel free to hit us up. I'm shipping on a daily basis. I've got some of the lowest prices out there. I'll do anything I can as far as customer service or questions to help you out with these things. And you know, I appreciate your time. Please support women's disc golf. Keep an eye on Team 208 and what we're doing out there. Check out some great dynamic discs, Latitude and Westside products as always. And thanks for joining us.